There's one thing that every new relationship has in common. That initial contact. That first conversation where you have a very short period of time to make a first impression. So what are you doing with that? For most people, somebody gets on the phone or they have a chance to speak with them and they give them, we call it the elevator pitch if they're face-to-face, or the value proposition if they're over the phone. How's that working for you? I have yet to meet any FA who told me anybody in their top 10 was so impressed with their value proposition, they hired them immediately. Think about your own experience. How many times have you said it? I can tell you that your qualified prospects have heard iterations of this thing countless times. They all sound the same, and 2 seconds after they're off the phone with you, they're going to forget your name and exactly what you said. So why do you keep doing it? Well, I don't know. Why do people do things that aren't necessarily great for them? I think the term is cognitive dissonance, as in, we know smoking is bad for you. It will end your life sooner, but people still smoke. So, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. All I can say is maybe it's something you're comfortable with. I hope it's not because you like self-abuse. Because if you do this instead, you're going to find immediate results, and believe it or not, you're going to find that prospecting and making initial contacts can actually be fun. Because what you're doing right off the bat is setting up with your prospect to think about questions that someone like their other advisor should have helped them consider. As in, when you open your statements at the end of the month, can you relate what you own to your financial goals? That question alone, usually, if people don't hang up on you, and rarely does that happen, will be followed by a variety of statements, all of which leave things wide open for you to follow through. If they say, well, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, well, put it another way. When you look at your investment performance, what do you compare it to? Now, if they come back and they start talking about the market, or they start talking about some great return they heard on some basically exotic investment, all the better. We're not going to get into how you go down each road in this message, but we'll get there. Do you know what annual return on investment will get you to all of your goals? Now, you've got a prospect who, unless they're with someone that's very, very good and is really focused on this, they're not going to know. Maybe they knew at some point, but they probably aren't going to know on the call, which basically means you are wide open. Can you correlate what you own with that ROI? If they do. And when they start to talk about it, my next question, does your advisor have a strategy to manage risk or mitigate risk? I'm not pitching them in any way, shape, or form. What I'm trying to do is create in that prospect's mind doubt and the perception that I can meet that doubt, that I can deliver value first instead of proposing value. By considering these questions in and of themselves, you are doing something that is absolutely remarkable. If you do this right within 10 minutes, odds are you're going to have the right to call back. More importantly, you're probably going to have statements coming your way. When we talk about risk, this is usually how I close, and it's going to be along the lines of, hey, Tom, thanks for sending the statement. It's going to be good. We use the word risk a lot today. Can you define that for me in 7 words or less? They're going to tell you how it feels. They're going to tell you all sorts of stuff. They're not going to be able to give you the definition. When they come back and say, well, what is it? Oh, it's simple. It's the possibility of loss, 3, damage, or injury. It's 7 words. That's it. Most people don't consider it that way. Now what have you done? You've created constructive doubt. You've talked about things that your prospective clients should know about, and you taught them something. If you'd like to get more information about how Better Path Training can help you, no matter what phase your practice happens to be in, click one of the links below and register for an upcoming Zoom meeting. They last about an hour. I talk for about 15 or 20 minutes, usually sharing some ideas, which I think you'll be interested in, and then we can open it up to anything. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for your time.